20 minutes.
Kalah.
Pijal tak makan hari ni. Pijal at least today he didn't come live and makan. Okay, Manchester United got our ass whooped. In a way lah. 4-3, let's go. Okay, salam sejahtera and welcome to Jom United. We are a Malaysian Manchester United fan channel. Yes, dengan bangga ni buatan Malaysia. So, due to our performance yesterday, we deserve a short intro. 3 seconds only, Pijal. Pijal nak makan tak sempat lah, Pijal.
3 second intro. I wish Harry Kane was here.
Yeah, Harry Kane. Apparently, for those of you who don't bother to read all these kind of news, never mind, it's okay. We'll update you lah. Alright. Apparently, right, Harry Kane was an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer target day. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wanted him day, no?
Not. I don't hilang.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer target.
He was so shocked that he kicked himself out of the live. Like, hey, what's wrong with you, Dave? What's wrong with you, Dave?
If we got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, all his targets we'd be very strong, right?
Yeah, exactly. Erling Haaland,
No.
Harry Kane,
Bellingham.
I just want to say, Eric Ten Hag is actually following Ole's punya wish list lah.
It's like how, it's like the guy, the first day in his office, he went and opened his drawer. Whoa!
No.
Then you follow lah. Now he's at page 10 lah, having toxic dressing room. How to handle toxic dressing room, but then don't have the blank because he got.
but he missed the page on the individual brilliance lah, bro. At least got some kind of gameplay.
So only tell, only one someone only tell.
Itu secret recipe. Tak boleh.
Okay, so guys, the game yesterday, obviously lah, I think there are some actually split opinions in the game lah. Pijal, what do you think about the game? Do you think that it was a good game for us, or was it in a way how to say crap lah?
I mean, honestly speaking, I rasa it shows that kita sebenarnya boleh main bola tau. Sebenarnya kita boleh, if really do putting an effort to play, actually memang kita boleh main. Tapi yesterday tu, yelah, I mean the goals yang we concede tu is actually orang kata schoolboy errors lah, kan. That if that goal kita boleh avoid, then we gonna get something from that game lah. But unfortunately, yelah, itulah. The last 2 goals pun dah terlalu lewat, so tak sempat. So but if you score 3 goals at Alliance, patutnya memang kita dah at least kena dapat at least 1 point lah. Tapi itulah.
I think the first attempt, that 4-minute one lah, the Ericsson.
Yeah, the 4 minutes. Yeah, betul. Pedestry.
I think that actually went in, right, would have changed. I think we are caught in this cycle. We actually got chances, dog. I mean, the initial part, if we would have scored, it would have been a different dynamic altogether, dog.
Yeah, true. I think the first 15 minutes we were looking good, actually, to be honest. But these are the half chances that we are not taking, These are the half chances that we are not taking, and it's actually causing us, a lot of pain later on in the game. I think the turning point was, of course, the first goal. Once that happened, we considered a second very fast, and I think the heads just dropped after that.
Yes. You can see the energy level, there was an obvious dip. The moment that 2 goals went in, it's like the pressing stopped there. After that stopped there, I think maybe in that manual, if anything goes wrong, just stop. That was literally what happened.
And every time we clawed ourselves back in the game, right, we considered a goal within 3 or 4 minutes.
Betul. Exactly. The concentration, the moment we score, right, it's like we just lose that lead.
Yep.
That usually, right, if you're down by 2-0, you score 1 goal, usually that momentum can actually build.
Betul.
You come back and hantam, right? But then that's the thing. This is not the first time even the previous game is also pretty much similar as this, right, guys?
Exactly. And I think what is worrying is the defensive mistakes that happened yesterday has been happening in the last few games as well.
Betul?
Yeah, exactly. So this one we asked Pijal the most obvious one okay, even that guy, right, he actually came out and apologized. He made me feel bad, to hantam him. Onana, clever guy, very clever. The moment you make mistake, right, you should come out and apologize. Grab the mic. It was me. Then
okay. About Onana punya interview tu, I mungkin for the first time I okay lah, I cakap shows character. Some people say shows character lah, all these things tau. But I rather people talk on the pitch rather than offside tau. I mean, this is not the first time dia buat mistake tau. Even I think previous game lawan Arsenal, even previous that lawan Brighton pun dia macam ada memang the same problem occurs tau. So I think just less talk, perform more tau. Action more, because he is a goalkeeper. People keep on saying kata modern goalkeeper lah. And for me lah, if this is the case of modern goalkeeper, I rather go back to Peter Schmeichel lah being a goalkeeper tau. I mean,
Lucky you didn't mention David De Gea deh. Lucky you didn't mention David De Gea.
No.
This block was waiting.
No,
If you mention David De Gea, means Coach Tom will end the show lah, wait.
Yeah.
No. Today I will, guys. Today I will not end the show so early. We are going to have a 5-hour marathon. Okay, this is only
I know why also.
This is only the warm up day.
Because ini kata maybe if this is the real modern goalkeeper, I tak nak modern goalkeeper lah. Just give back ataupun just resign David De Gea je lah. I think that will be at least lah dia bagi calm to the defenders. He knows that there's a goalkeeper that they can rely on kat belakang kan. Tu je lah.
Doc, the save that one, right? Because you are a goalkeeper yourself. For those who don't know, right? Doc, instead of being Mr. Hyde nowadays, Mr. Hyde, H-A-I-D, not H-Y-D-E, H-A-I-D, throwing tantrums and whatnot, now PMS. But then, being a goalkeeper, is it I mean, the first one, is it supposed to be an obvious save?
Obviously, that one is no escaping from that lah. It was so near him, and I don't know why and you see the Brighton game also somewhat similar. He takes time to go down. He takes a long time to go down. Yeah, and probably that's something to do with this technique that needs to be corrected. But that was a poor error lah. And and sometimes, I mean, I've been a keeper as well before, right? The moment a keeper makes a mistake like this, the whole team morale goes down. Especially with the simple save like that. So that's what happened. And then we considered the second, just within 4 minutes after that, and that basically killed us lah in the first half.
The communication guys, the communication, do you think, okay, apart from the shot stopping ability of our Mr. Numero Uno Numero Uno, our previous Numero Uno, do you think that there's a form of communication, like the communication in our back line, right, got some issues now, Pija? What do you think?
Maybe lah kot, because previously you can see that most of the back line tu most of it are Spanish punya speaking tau. Maksudnya kita ada Dalo, Rafael Varane, Martinez dan juga Lucio ataupun Tada Malaysia. Diorang semua boleh cakap Spanish punya language tau. So maybe there's a connection there. But when Onana comes, Onana, I'm not sure whether he is fluent nak cakap bahasa Spanish atau tak. So maybe lah there's a bit of that. But again lah, the goals that we concede is actually memang kalau you kata left back buat that kind of mistake pun kita akan kecam gila-gila tau. So because that shot kan, kalau you replay balik, you buat balik dekat Onana, dia akan dapat save that ball lah. So I think it's an unlucky punya goal concede, but I still believe that one is avoidable lah, tu je lah.
Okay, this one that we talk about the second goal lah. Actually, I'm way more pissed with the second goal than the first goal lah. That one, I mean, Onana, that one slippery gloves, oily gloves, using ball cream or whatever, he touched his head and a bit oily. Second goal, that one I cannot accept because, right, if you look back at our previous games, right, Brighton, that 3 goals, Arsenal, that lucky, not Arsenal, not the lucky goal, the first goal that he scored.
Odegaard.
After that Rashford goal, the same space we actually gave them, dog. Yeah,
and you know what? To be honest, in the last 2 games, it's the same culprit. Again, it was Casemiro. Actually, if you just go slightly back, right, I think Musiala was the one who made the run. But Casemiro was the one who was actually following Gnabry. And then, I don't know why, when Gnabry cut towards the penalty spot, he kept going straight. He was actually in line with, I think, Dalo or Lindelof, I think.
Lindelof.
And there was so much of space even between the 2 centre-backs.
Exactly. I think you know what happened. I think Casemiro smelled Ramly burger. That's why he went aside.
But I think they all stopped to watch Musiala, like you said.
Yeah. Oh no, they were checking out his boots. Like, what boots is the guy wearing? Like, Lindelof was watching. It's like recently, I think one of the things that we are really, really missing, right? Of course, I think it's more to communication. And Rafael Varane, I know all those Smurf don't like Rafael Varane. at least I think he actually commands our
defense line.
No doubt about it. There's no like everyone is not in sync. They are like, it's like, I'm supposed to do this, I'm supposed to run it. They got no any form of cohesion or anything, right?
Betul.
Yeah. Can I also say it's down to coaching? I mean, they should know on a counter attack, right? Which position roughly you should cover.
Just to be clear, it's not bot, not the bot's fault.
Not the bot. You never know. Some may say it's the bot. Nowadays they might take up training sessions as well. But in training, you should already be trained in such a way that in the game you automatically run towards that area to cover, right? Or that player that you're supposed to mark, and that's not happening. So, and it's happening on a consistent basis, game after game.
Yeah,
that means it's not being corrected in training.
The third goal, I mean that one, let's be honest, it's a penalty, right? Penalty, right?
Yeah, it's a penalty. Tapi itulah kata one of those game lah. I believe it's the same situation masa kita lawan siapa? Siapa tu yang kita Spurs. Spurs mana? The penalty, the handball. Kan?
Rasmus Højlund.
Bukan Rasmus Højlund. Siapa tu kena Garnacho sepak Spurs. So I think it's unfortunate, but you can't deny that's a good penalty lah by Harry Kane lah.
I don't know. No, I'm actually in disagreement. I think he was a bit harsh, considering the distance he was from the Bayern player. And if you look at the replay, he looked like he's trying to pull his hand out of the way lah, right? I don't think it was a straightforward 100% handball, if you ask me. I thought it was a bit harsh lah. But the penalty was, perfectly placed lah, right?
Betul. But as a defender, your first instinct, you have to make sure your hands too tight at the back, regardless.
But he's not a defender, the guy is he hold his hand like this,
But I think it was a cross from the other side, right? So he's actually, not to say he's facing the ball, he was actually turning around. And when he turned around, the ball came towards him. He looked like he was trying to get his hand out of the way. I think it was a bit harsh lah, because he was actually towards the body. His arm was slightly extended, but he was not like fully out like the Spurs game.
Natural it was a natural position Eriksen should have run like Sterling Pondan sikit to tug his Yeah, exactly. This is the thing And then like we say Harry Kane man, he should have been in a Manchester United kit for yesterday
I mean Rasmus Højlund did a good job though actually yesterday, but that experience that Kane would bring in actually linking up the play, right? You can see yesterday also he was a key focal point in Bayern linking up the play.
Very true. But I think we will never get the best out of Rasmus Højlund unless save it for later. All right. So let's talk about the fourth goal, guys. Fourth goal. Okay, not much time. We got 50 more minutes, about 8 more minutes or so. Okay, the fourth goal, right? The fourth goal, that one, right? There are people that mentioned it's Casemiro's fault. There are people that mentioned that Bruno should have closed in on the angle, right? So maybe Doc, what do you think?
I thought again it was Casemiro was following the man. But when he let go of the man, right, there must be some communication with the defender. He ran through. That Tel just ran through open. And the key thing was, we had just pulled back to, that time it was 3-2, right? 3-2. And again, we conceded within few minutes. And what we needed was a 3-2 to win the ball back and, try to pressure the other end. It was already in injury time. But instead, we conceded one. I mean, if we didn't concede that goal, and if the play had gone as it was, and we got the free kick, we would have actually drawn the game.
Yeah, then the thing about this Bruno Fernandes, we need to talk a bit about Bruno Fernandes. He is being too hardworking, I think. In a way, I think, right, that guy is trying to be a hero. He's trying to take every single burden. He's trying to save the whole team and whatnot. He's running too much, I mean, it's weird saying this, but I think he's running too much. He's exhausting himself too much. So at times when we actually need him, right, to make that crucial pass, to make that to close in on the angle and whatnot, right, he gets out and whatnot. So maybe I think he needs to be more of a captain, Pizza.
Okay. I think that's the thing about Bruno lah. I think even though before the captain pun dia memang banyak free roll. Tapi macam cakap lah, I agree lah, mungkin because of he wants to prove that he is a captain kan. But yalah, mungkin let's just give him the time in terms of adapting on to be the captain, and you can see lah, he even not trusting the ball to even datang ke depan tau. So that's why dia kena buat kerja dia pergi lari over the pace kan, menyebabkan buat Susan nak cakap jugalah, dia biar tak apalah. I still think that he has a good game lah, even though yesterday tu kind of poor in terms of overall the whole team, but I still believe dia has a good game yesterday. Cuma macam cakap lah, mungkin dia boleh focus more on the attacking side because of the defensive side tu dia dah covered by Casemiro, and hopefully the next game ni Amrabat dapat main kan, so dia tak perlu lagi buat all this unnecessary running in terms of nak go into the back dapatkan bola semua. Let's just leave that to Casemiro atau Amrabat nanti lah.
There's two things lah. Being a leader on the pitch, you gotta instruct people to do lah, not like being a coolie lah. You know, you be a leader but you're a coolie, you are the one running around. Must delegate lah, like Smurf. Oops. then another thing, just to point out, I think he should have started at the number 8 lah, Doc. He should have played number 8. He should have left Eriksen up, do his usual non-track back work, and Bruno stayed deep. It would have been better. And also the substitution,
betul.
Replacing Eriksen with Scott McTominay, which literally went missing lah the whole game, Doc.
Betul.
I don't know what that was about lah. The only thing I can think is that he wanted to do some damage limitation. For me, the attacking subs came too late. 3-1 at that time, I think it was 3-1 down. Or again, we were chasing the game, right? And your attacking substitutions only came in the 80th minute. 70th minute, you bring in McTominay, okay? But your attacking substitutions come. Garnacho should have come. Martial should have come much earlier, not 10 minutes before the end of the game. Again, and you know what?
Doc,
just because he missed that substitution, right? Bayern actually killed off the game in that 15-20 minutes. They slowed the game down. They just moved the ball around. We couldn't get the ball, and that actually killed us.
It's a loss lah. We lost 4-3 lah, but it could have been a much more embarrassing loss, right? So where was the turning point, guys? I want to know where was the turning point. If there was even a spark, to bring back, the fight, to get that 2 goals, to bring the team together, to see the link-up play, to see the beautiful play of at least a glimpse of the beautiful play of football that we can do. When did it happen, guys? Please answer this, guys. Please comment.
Was it Sergio Reguilon?
I off the live. I turn off live nowadays. I turn off the live nowadays.
I mean, Reguilon was the one who was like, gearing everybody up.
Very push. Yeah, betul.
Correct. I think that was the key lah. Correct, kan Vijal?
No, I rasa lah, honestly speaking lah, is the substitution at the 81 minutes. Alejandro Garnacho. Masa tu dia satu sub kan.
Alejandro Garnacho was playing yesterday also lah. Anthony Martial, guys. I receive every single stick, not the stick, stick that you I receive every single one. Every single time you kecam, you hantar Martial. Okay, I accept. But once, when at least we got a hint of prime Martial. Ooh, damn nice. The way that he ran on the right-hand side, the way that he linked up, right? 2 of that goals, right, was actually, started by Martial, right?
Betul.
No, I'm not very good with football. I think you know better. So please explain.
Okay lah. He was definitely not Malas Martial yesterday lah. I have to give it that. and since you are like player FC, right? We have to give you some kudos lah. But I think that turn was good. That turn he did on the right wing lah, and Redding was a good one. That was like Martial of old lah. Give us 10 minutes of Martial of old. But I think in the last part, he and Garnacho provided a spark, and especially Martial in and around the box. There was suddenly some one-touch play that actually led to Casemiro's goal, as lucky as it looked.
Yeah, betul.
He was a bit lucky lah. In the sense the ball was behind Casemiro, but the way he took it and he tried to attempt was good. And then the last one, I think, was Garnacho was fouled on the wing, right? When Bruno put in that kick.
Martial was fouled.
Martial. Okay. I take that back.
Hey, I thought you were very, very well versed with your colors and stuff.
I tried lah. This is the revenge for all the De Gea days lah.
Hey, even our outfield players also, you also got a bit of issue, huh? I thought it was only our goalkeeper.
Hey, but haven't I been the one like who's been asking for the front three of Martial, Højlund, and Rashford.
No, you never mentioned you guys.
You go and
never-
see the last video when you thought I was playing the fool. I
That
said
was all-
Martial on the left, Højlund in the
That-
center, and Rashford on the right.
That was all
I
fake,
will
mate.
provide the evidence for you after this.
Just the views, just for the views, you say that. Deep down inside, I know you're hitting yourself now. You're killing yourself now because Martial performed yesterday.
Hey, I always pro Martial, what? No, I mean, yeah, well, once in a while I make fun of his malas Martial, but it's
I
true,
don't know.
what?
Now I don't know, right? Whatever that is going on in our WhatsApp group, I don't know whether you guys are serious or not serious. I've been finishing like 2-3 strips of Panadol, like every single day. That's why I hope like after this Burnley, right, the next game, that we actually turn things around. Like, because I got enough of this, and not so much about the play, because watching the game you can just switch the TV off and whatnot. But the bloody WhatsApp group, they every day 200-300 messages fighting. They every
Don't know,
day.
this Pijal pushing every day. How lah? Obviously, really.
Pinjal will be eating his curry puff, then you'll be here. Let's just see what
Yeah.
entertainment day.
Every day 200 message. Gila pun nak baca.
Hey, 200 is like one time like that, lah, dude.
Okay, guys. So the next game, Burnley, expectations, okay. Because I think obviously we will have some players coming back. We will have probably Rafael Varane coming back for this game. Most likely also Mason Mount will be back, should be back for this game, all right? Do you think the dynamics of the game will actually change for this one, Apija? For the Burnley game?
Dynamic. I think the biggest dynamic yang akan change if Amrabat datang balik lah. Kalau Mason Mount main
next week, this week confirm word.
tak sempat. Tak boleh. Dia tak sempat.
Belum training dengan team lagi. Dia training seorang diri. Dia masih lagi enjoy Manchester dulu. Kena biasakan diri dengan cuaca, manja-manja sikit.
Okay lah. Kalau katakan if let's say Mason Mount masuk, Rafael Varane masuk, I don't think the dynamic is gonna change lah. It's just gonna be the same thing. Bruno's gonna play. If let's say Mason Mount pun akan main, dia most probably akan main cameo, which is mungkin Eriksen akan main juga ataupun McTominay, and then at the 70 atau 60 minutes nanti baru dia akan tukarkan Mason Mount masuk. So the dynamic won't change, but hopefully the result will change lah. Just we want a positive result lah. I don't care lah if we want to play bad. For once, I really just want the results je lah. Tu je lah.
Okay, Doc, how about you, Doc? I mean, for once, just be Mr. Positive. I miss the good old Doc of those days. He would screw everybody upside down. Hey, come on, are you guys Manchester United fans? This time around, Doc is like, remember David De Gea? Remember, I told you, Doc, I want you to give us some words of encouragement. Okay, encouragement.
It's not remember David De Gea, I told you so. No, but actually, I think, honestly speaking, there was some positives to take out of yesterday's game. I think the last two games, Højlund has showed that he's a good centre forward. Yesterday, one chance he put it away. That's something that's encouraging. And then yesterday, Rashford set him up. So there is some hopefully there's some chemistry forming there.
I think it was a mistake because there was a very short pass only. It's like Bruno whacked to that guy. It's like, wee.
Like perfectly placed. So there's some. And then to score 3 goals away to Munich, whatever said and done, I think it showed the fighting spirit. We need a starting point to start the season. We're up to this point in the league, we'll be struggling. We've got a decent run of games coming up. I hope we can start putting together a run of wins. That's what we need to climb back up the table. Put pressure on the teams above us.
Okay, in conclusion, actually, basically what Doc meant was that fighting spirit.
We are going to win.
It was just Anthony Martial. Okay, Anthony Martial. Okay, with that, guys, that's all for today. We'll be back. We'll be back this weekend. Okay,
that wasn't what I meant.
Hey, I told you, keep it simple. Anthony Martial, easy, just do it. Guys, thank you so much for joining our live. We'll see you guys again this weekend. Good night, guys.